Hi guys, I am in Johannesburg. I'm actually in my hotel room at Johannesburg, and right now I'm going to show you a tour of my room. Yeah, because I just got here. They just brought me to my room. This is my front door, and I get to kind of explore the room, put my stuff away, and you know, anything else that I want to do. I just got into Johannesburg. It is after 11 p.m. It's probably close to midnight, but it's only like 4 o'clock my time, and I slept a ton in the plane, and so I'm not tired a bit. So let's do a little preview of everything in my room, okay? Hi. And the little mirror right there to do makeup, and has some water and stuff like that. Oh my God. Oh, that's going to be a really nice shower to play in. So hopefully we get to have some fun in this shower. And I'm really horny. So look at that tub. It's deep. It looks like I could just sit in there and soak for a long, long time. I'm still trying to figure out all the buttons and everything because most of this stuff is done with little buttons. So yeah, this is my room. So I've got my great big king size bed right there. It's beautiful. Look at the lights around the bed. Oh my gosh, that looks just romantic and wonderful and stuff. And then I have my own little area, it looks like, for coffee. And there's a refrigerator and everything under there, and a little mini bar that I probably won't use very much. And then look, hello, full-size mirror right next to the bed. I know, I love this a little too much. Yeah, I love when there's a mirror by the bed. Note to self, I need to put mirrors by my bed in every single room of my house because they're just fun to be naughty at. I answered the door, and it was my security guy that's going to be with me all week for the South Africa Expo and everything like that. And he actually, he asked me if I wanted anything, and I said, you can get it in the morning, and he said, no, I'll get it right now. So he just came and delivered me the most wonderful things on the planet: a bowl of fresh fruit, yep, a quart of, yes, my favorite food, fat-free milk, and 4 sugar-free Red Bulls. So he is now officially my favorite person in South Africa. He's like one of 3 people I've met in South Africa, but still on the top of my list right now because he just got me yummy food. So this was my first time out of the country, so it was super fun. Hold on, I'm gonna take this off finally. I've been in all of these clothes all day long, so technically I've been in these clothes like, okay, let's see, I left on Sunday afternoon, so I've been in these clothes all Sunday, and today is technically Monday night here. So even though, I mean, I've moved forward in time zones a whole bunch, but like I've literally been wearing this outfit for over a day now, so it's time to take all this off. But I left New York, my hotel, somewhere around 2 in the afternoon. And I had such a good New York trip. I mean, it was so much fun. I swear the Kimberly Hotel is my favorite hotel now. I mean, we've stayed in an awful lot of hotels, and they're all so nice, but everybody at the Kimberly Hotel was just, they bent over backwards to make sure you got everything you needed. Anytime I needed like ice in my room, I didn't have to go like find the ice machine. Someone brought it up to me. There were a couple of times I needed extra stuff, like extra towels, and one time I needed a tape measure so I could tape measure one of my bags so I could see how big it was, and somebody from like their maintenance came up. I mean, it was right next door to this little deli, and the deli place had like really easy, cheap breakfast, and they deliver it for free. So I got breakfast from the deli just about every day. It was just a really great hotel. I'm really pleased with it. I'd stay there again in a heartbeat. So I left there around 2 p.m. so I could get to the airport. And when I got to the airport, like, I had 3 huge bags, like videos and calendars and sign prints and t-shirts and all the stuff that I need to sell at the Sexpo. So hopefully if I sell a lot of it, then I won't need as much room on the way back, and I'm hoping I can cram it into these 2 bags and just have 2 bags on the way home. But either way, I had 3 bags. So of course I get to the airport, and I cannot scoot 3 bags inside the airport by myself. So somebody from like security came by and helped me get them inside the door, and then once I got inside the door, like a sky cap or whatever, took them inside to the international check-in station for KLM Airlines. So KLM Airlines is like a Dutch Airlines, and that's where I flew out of New York City. So I go, I check in, super easy. I check all 3 bags. I have a carry-on bag, which is like a backpack, and in my backpack I had like my laptop computer, a full change of clothes, which I never ended up using, but I was like, ew, I don't want to be in the same clothes all, the entire flight, and I just wanted to be prepared in case you just don't feel, like you just feel ick after a while of traveling, like you just want to shower everything off of you. And then I had like a makeup case with like all my toiletries in it, that you're allowed to take on an airplane, and makeup and like stuff like that. And then chargers and my, things like that. So I had all that in my carry-on bag. So I brought all that, and then I got on the plane, and it was delayed like 20 minutes out of New York City. But I flew from New York City to Amsterdam, and it was like, I think, a 6-hour flight. I lost 6 hours. So like I left New York City at around 7 p.m. I watched the sunset from the plane in New York City because we were a little delayed. So I was actually in the plane when I saw the sunset. And when I got to Amsterdam, a little before I arrived in Amsterdam, I saw the sunrise from the airplane. So that was pretty cool. Sunset and sunrise from the same plane. It was about a 6-hour flight. They fed us food in the plane. It wasn't half bad. Like I ate the whole thing because I was hungry and I hadn't eaten. And it just fuels you a little energy. I slept almost the whole way from both flights, actually. Like I would kind of go in and out of sleep. So I would put on a movie, and then I'd kind of fall asleep, and then I'd wake up and the movie would be over, and I'd be like, okay. So then you wake up for a little while, you get a snack or you get some water, and then you fall back asleep for another little while. And that's basically what I did the last 2 flights. So I got to Amsterdam. It was very, very cool. Everybody was super polite. Both planes were huge, probably held 400 people. So the rows were like 8 across. I think there were 3, 5, and 3, which makes it 11 across. I think there were like 400 people on the plane, both times. But like everybody was super polite and nice. The chairs were super comfy. I fell right asleep in them. Everybody had their own little video monitor so you could watch movies. So I believe I put on La La Land, which by the way is freaking an awesome musical. I couldn't say enough about La La Land. There's one song in the musical that is amazing that I actually rewound the musical like 5 minutes, like 4 different times, so that I could listen to the song again because I loved it. It was Here's to the Ones That Dream. So if you watch La La Land or you're looking, for it, then look up that song. It's really good. And I watched La La Land. I think I put on 50 Shades of Grey at one point. I fell asleep through part of it. But I love the music in the 50 Shades of Grey, and I frankly I love the books, so I put on that as something I could watch. Not the 50 Shades Darker, the first one. The second one's not out yet. What else did I put on? I put Anna something. It was like a play, but not. It had Keira Knightley in it. Anna Castina or something like that. Anna Karina. It was a terrible movie. I mean, it was a good movie, but it was about how she commits adultery on her husband so that she can have a fling with a man that she loves. But at the end, like, her husband's willing to forgive her for her adultery and take her back, and she's like, no, I don't want to be back. I want to stay with this man. It's like an awful, like, it just shows, yeah, anyway. I think they should have changed that, but maybe it was historical or something. Who knows? It was a good movie. What else did I watch? Yeah, I hate watching movies. Like, I think it's a waste of time, and I don't like to sit still. But when you're forced to sit still for a 6-hour flight and then forced to sit still for a 10-hour flight from Amsterdam to Johannesburg was 10 hours. Like, you have to do something. And there was no Wi-Fi on the plane, so I couldn't, like, get on the computer and, like, get work done where I can get stuff done on the internet. So literally it was movies or a book that I have on my phone, which I did. I did a lot of reading, or I chatted with the people next to me a little bit, two nice ladies. Somebody was at my door and I opened up the door real quick. It was the same security guy that helped me earlier today. He wanted to make sure that I knew my Wi-Fi code so I could get on the internet, and I had already figured that out. And he wanted to make sure, and I asked him the question about, hey, how do I like plug stuff in so I don't blow up anything? And I think I have all the right tools, but I might need to get a converter or something in the morning. But either way, there's like 4 USB plugs right here on the wall, so everything except for my computer I can charge right now, and even my computer I can charge in the outlet because I have a converter. But like I'm not sure if my cam lights and like my flat iron and stuff like that, I don't know if they work, so I'm gonna have to be real careful in the morning when I'm messing around with it. So where was I? Okay, so I did my flight from Amsterdam to Johannesburg, 10 hours. They fed us twice. I watched a bunch of movies. I tried to sleep as much as I could. That's why I'm so wound up. I have tons of energy. I feel like I could go run right now, but it's dark outside, so we're not going to do that. So then I got here, and somebody was waiting for me at the gate. So when I walked off the plane, someone had my name on a little sheet, and they took me straight through customs. I passed the entire line. I didn't have to stand in line. They took me straight through the front of the line to customs. The lady stamped my passport. I was gone in like a minute. It was the fastest customs. Well, it's the only customs I've ever been in, but the fastest customs. And then she took me straight to baggage claim, and we found my 3 bags. And then she walked me out where I met my sponsor, the people that are hosting the South African Sexpo. And so Sean was waiting out there with Matt, the security guy, and they took me directly to the car, and then we headed straight for this hotel. This hotel is like a 5-star hotel. It is super ritzy and classy. There's breakfast in the morning from like 7 to 10 in the morning. There's a whole gym downstairs, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm going to get up early tomorrow and go to the gym. Then, of course, my room, which I already showed you. And so it's just been a really good experience so far. When I was in Amsterdam, I stopped at a bunch of stores. I hate shopping, but I had a 3-hour layover, so I walked through some of the shops. And when I walked through some of the shops, they had this really cool House of Tulips shop in Amsterdam. So it was neat because you could buy like real tulips and bulbs right there. And then also at the airport in Amsterdam, you could buy like rolls of cheese and like big slices of cheese, and I'm sitting there going, who buys cheese at an airport? Because you're gonna go sit in an airplane for hours and you're gonna have this cheese ball or whatever. Anyway, it was weird. Like, I was surprised that it was there. It almost felt like a supermarket, and I was like, that's odd. Like, I'm expecting like little food things that you can eat, but it was neat. And there was not a Starbucks in the Amsterdam airport, not that I saw anyway, so I did not get a Starbucks. I'm super used to getting a Starbucks when I go to an airport just because it's something I kind of splurge on because I love chai tea, and it's just, I don't get them very often at all, so when I travel I try to get them when I go to the airport. So I didn't really have anything there, but they gave you plenty of food on the freaking airplane, so it was fine. And that was about it. So now I'm here, and I'm happy, and I'm going to unpack. I don't think you want to watch me unpack. I've done an unpacking video before where I put stuff away, and you literally just have to like fast forward through and watch me like super fast unpack. So I'm going to get all unpacked, and then if I have time, maybe I'll open up one more vlog for the night. But that was my trip to South Africa, so I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. I'll even try to insert some pictures, because I know the pictures are super fun. Okay, bye. And poops, I totally missed you. Oh my god. Yeah, traveling makes me horny. Okay, sorry. I meant bye.